everyone, it's Kat. So today I'm going to be doing my everyday foundation routine, specifically for people who have acne. I have lots of it, so this is a good tutorial for people who have skin that has acne. I have very oily prone skin, so this has worked for me. This does work for me. I have good coverage all day, minimum oil. So if this is something that you may have, then keep watching. So I'm going to start off with my foundation. So I use Kat Von D's Tattoo Lock-It foundation. It's a full coverage 24-hour wear. It's transfer resistant, oil free. Let's see. It's fragrance free and it's a matte finish as well. What I've noticed with this is if you put too much of it on or you don't blend it out well enough, it will get cakey. So people with dry skin, this may not be the best thing for you, but for me, someone who has oily skin, it works. I switch between this foundation and this foundation. This is the Naked Skin by Urban Decay in the color 2.0. And it's more of a light foundation. This is for when, like, say if I'm only going out for a date or something, like during the day, or like a lunch date or something, and I don't want, you know, full coverage, I don't want it to be super heavy, this is what I use. But because this is to cover up acne prone skin, I'm going to be doing this tutorial with my Lock-It Tattoo foundation. So let's get started. So I'm using this isn't really a beauty blender, it's just like a knockoff beauty blender from Walmart. So this is what I'm going to be starting. I'm sure you can see I've used it quite a lot. It's pretty, needs to be washed. So I'm just going to put some pumps on there, and if I'm looking down, it's because I have my mirror set up like right under me. So, and I'm using my Venus palette as my mirror. So I'm just going to jump in. I don't do it any specific way. I go down, start on my cheeks, and then usually go in the mouth area and the forehead. So let's get started. Oops. And as you can see, like, I lay it on thick and then blend it out into my chin area. Oh, I forgot to say the shade. This is, let's see, light. It's just light. And with this stuff, make sure you're working with it quick because it does dry. Like it's very thick, but it is, because it is full coverage, it does dry. So you need to work with it relatively quick and don't put on more than you need. Basically, don't bite off more than you can chew in one time because it will dry and look cakey and gross. So there's one side. It looks very iridescent. It's a nice foundation. It's a really, really nice foundation. Okay, let's start on the other side. So I just like to go down. I work relatively quick, like I said, because it dries out. And another thing with this foundation, it is buildable, but if you already put it on and then you try to cover up another area, like say like on your nose, it kind of leaves like a residue, not a residue, but it kind of looks like it cakes where the layers like overlap. So I mean, I don't need to ever build another layer because I'm sure you can tell, like, it instantly covered up my face acne. I mean, there's like little ones, but I'll show you how to cover that up as well. But it's very full coverage and it's a good foundation. So I'm going to do my forehead now. I'm actually going to put on the headband really quick since I'm in the forehead area. And I don't want to get any foundation in my hair because it makes my hair look gray. I'm going to get it right here because I missed a whole spot. Okay, now I'm going to go under the eye, move that look real nice and even. Sorry if I'm looking over here, it's because my screen, like my lens, or not my lens, but the screen on the back of the camera can like flip out and turn over so I can see myself when I'm looking in the camera. So if I'm looking to the other side, that is why. Okay, now in the nose area, I mean, you can just tell instantly how full coverage this is. It's opaque, it's nice, it's still dewy for being a full coverage matte foundation. I mean, it is matte, but it has that kind of, like the light reflects off of the high points of your face really well with this foundation. So that's another thing that I really like. So in the nose area, because my nose tends to be drier, I don't like to use the Beauty Blender because it can make the dry skin a little flakier and it looks just gross. It looks gross. So with the nose area, I like to use my fingers, specifically my ring finger, to put it on my nose. So let's get started with the nose. Again, working in downward motion. Sure you can tell, but I have my septum pierced, so it's kind of hard to get foundation under there. A little bit on my eyebrow. Okay. Alright, so I'm sure you can tell, but I still have a few spots that I can still see under the foundation. So I'm going to go back in with this foundation again, and the good thing about this is it can double as a concealer, but the only catch is you only pat it on. You can't like swipe it on because it'll smear. It'll actually transfer some of the foundation onto your finger and it'll look all splotchy and cakey and gross. So I'm going to take it and just dab it on to my spots that I want to cover up a little bit better. I have one right here. Okay, and then you just pat it in. Just like that. Alright, so I also need to put some foundation on my eyes, because you don't want your eyes a different color than the rest of your face. And I have very veiny eyes, like very discolored, veinous eyes. So I'm just gonna cover that up using my finger because the skin around your eyes is very delicate. You can just see how much better it looks on one side as opposed to the other. Okay, so we're good with the foundation. Let me find it really quick. Okay, so next I'm going in with a lighter concealer, just specifically for under my eyes to make it highlighted a little bit better when I put my powder on, and then actually like put my highlighter and my contour on. I like to use a lighter concealer under to help reflect the light a little bit better. So I'm just using my CoverGirl Fresh Complexion liquid concealer. It has a wand, kind of like a typical 90s lip gloss applicator. I've had this foundation, like I've been using this foundation literally since I've started doing makeup, which was a long time ago. Let me tell you that. This does not have the color on it, but I know it is the lightest one because I am very fair, if you can tell. So I'm just going to go in a triangle. I start going down and then up. Up on the natural high point of the cheekbone. And then when I'm done with that, where did it go? Here we go. Just take your finger and pat it in. And as you can tell, it's very dewy. Just that one simple step can make your skin look a lot more flawless. So now I'm going to go and set it with a powder. This is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder in Translucent Extra Coverage. Let's see, hopefully you can see that. I don't think you can. Anyways. Okay, this powder smells like frickin' grandma's, but I love it. It's so good. And then I take, this is like an e.l.f. brush and has eyelash glue on it, and it's pretty gross. It's like kind of like a flat top kabuki brush, but the bottom part of it ripped off, so sorry. And then I just... Normally I pat it into the skin like that, but sometimes I like to do circular motions to help it blend in a little bit better. But let's just pat it on. Patting it on, with me at least, it helps it get it maybe deeper into the pores. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. Get closer so you guys can see. You can still see that one, but you know, you can't cover them all. If you put too much, then you have like cake face on just one spot of your face, and that's just gross. I don't put any powder on my eyes because I actually use my foundation and concealer as a eyeshadow base for my eyeshadows. So yeah, no powdering the eyes. No. Okay, I'm going to go in with my Laura Geller Baked Highlighter Duo in French Vanilla / Portofino. And it looks like this. It's the best, like honestly the best highlighter that I've ever found. It's a little expensive. It's like $42 I believe online. But it comes with this nifty little brush, and it's just a flat sponge, and then kind of like a pointed one for if you say you want to get your inner corners or your upper like your highlight on your brow bone. That's what that side's for. But I take this flat side and I run it on the highlight of my cheekbone, just like this. Now, I like it really, really, really shiny. And another good thing about this, about this highlighter is it's not sparkly, it's shimmery. You don't want sparkles all up on your cheekbone because you don't want to look like no crack whore from the 90s. Sorry if I offended any of you. Just like that, and it's nice and shiny, nice and reflecty. Ooh. Okay, and then I like to take some down the bridge of my nose. And then I put a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Just to be extra dewy. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with my Hoola bronzer by Benefit, and does it even have a color? I don't even know if this has a color. It's just the tip, this one. The Hoola stuff. I don't think they come in different shades. La 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 la. Gotta find my signal brush real quick. Hold on. Okay. So the brush that I'm using is the Sigma F450, the large angled contour brush. As you can see, it has blush and contour or bronzer all over it already. So, you know, I use it a lot. But look at how cute this color is. It was from the Bunny collection. And it's all holographic. Love it. Okay, so I just take a generous amount. I don't like swirl it because that just gets too much, but I just tap and then tap it on my hand to get any excess off. And then do the face, do the sucky face. Okay. I like to use my bronzer, specifically this one, as kind of like a blush and contour type thing. Normally I do put blush on depending on what my makeup look is. Sometimes I don't. It really is just depending on how I feel. But today, since I'm not doing a full eyeshadow tutorial type thing, I'm only going to do the bronzer because my blush is specifically determined by what makeup I'm wearing. Let's do the same on the other side. I like to get it nice and contoured. Okay, and take some in the temples. Just a little bit on the hairline. Take a little bit on the side. I don't do any precise, like, you know, lines or anything. I just kind of blend it all in and then do some under the chin on the jawline, making everything look all slim. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I'm going to take my, oh, if I can find it, here we go. Another Sigma. It's the large powder. Yeah, I'm kind of a Jew. I like to keep all my packaging on my brushes because I'm going to pay a lot of money for stuff. I want to keep it nice and nice. Nice and nice, yes, nice and nice. But this is the F3, or the F30, excuse me. Just the large powder brush. Make sure it's all, make sure there's no product on it. And just blend. Make sure everything's all nice and blended. And yes, I am looking into my camera. That's why I'm looking to the side. Sorry. Okay. And this is it. This is the finished look. This is to cover up acne. This is my everyday foundation tutorial. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, please comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys next video. Bye.